Hello beautiful people. So I have foundation on, as you might be able to tell. Not my favourite foundation, but you know, I'm trying to make it, well, not make it last, but I am trying to use it up. But the reason why I have a full face of foundation on is because I have gotten a new eyeshadow palette in the post today. It is the Blush Tribe Laila 2 palette. So I thought that what we could do is just do some quick swatches, and I'll do a quick eye look and I'll give you some first impressions of what I think of the palette. So opening it up, I'll put the sleeve down here, don't need it. So this is the palette itself, and it is a beautiful yellow but mostly green eyeshadow palette. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the first row, so that's Asia, Fatia, Iman and Maria, and I'm going to swatch those on my arm. Ooh, I love the colours. We all know how I feel about green. It is, oh, that's a nice yellow. And that's, oh, that's a really nice, like mustardy green, which I didn't know was a colour, but apparently it is now. That's a nice lime green. And that isn't showing up quite as well. I'd say that colour needs building. But, you know, you can never really tell from finger swatches how they're going to perform. I've swatched things before that have looked great on a finger swatch and then can't pick them up on the brush. Excuse me. So I'm going to take the next row, which is Bia, Sarah, Naila and Sarish. I'm very aware there's a possibility that I'm absolutely making a hames of these names and just totally mispronouncing them, but, you know, I'm trying my best. So I'm just going to have them on the fingers there. They look really pretty. So that's coming out quite pale as well. That's pretty. And that is the shade Naila. Not really coming up that well. Bear with me. I will answer that now in a second. Not great swatches. But I'll be back. I'm the absolute worst. Back again. So we've done the first two rows. Pigmentation so far doesn't look fantastic. I'm not exactly wowed yet, but do you know what? I generally like Blush Tribe, so I'm trying to give them the benefit of the doubt. But, you know. So this very last row we have Ayana, we have Malia, we have Mariam and Zara. So I have them there. Down you go. I'm going to swatch them. The shimmers are performing nicely. They look nice. The mattes are a bit patchy. Yeah, like some of them, that middle row really wasn't performing very well, and that would be the row that I'd be really interested in. But look, we will persevere. So those are the swatches. I'm going to now try and figure out exactly what it is that I'm going to do with this makeup look and wipe this off. So funny, like I will normally never get a phone call, but it's like, or messages, but it's always whenever I sit down to do something like this that people suddenly kind of go, I must contact Teresa. It's like they know. So I'm going to take the domed utility E34. You know it's my favourite. It is just the be all and end all. And I'm going to go into the shade Fatiha, which is that mustardy green that I was saying. Certain amount of kick up in the pan, like it is a little bit dusty. I've also changed where I'm doing my videos because I thought that maybe if I went somewhere that had a bit more light it might look a bit better. But look, we'll see. So as per usual, just patting it on. None of my makeup is very complex. Like my makeup looks. How does that look? It's a bit patchy. I don't know. I don't know. I really hope I don't dislike this, because I've been waiting for this for a while and I was very excited about it coming. It's not giving me a lot of pigment. I don't know. This is not what I'm used to when it comes to Blush Tribe. Okay, right. So I took that E34, but I think I'm going to take another brush. What am I going to take? I'm going to take the E38, which is the diffused crease. If you looked at my last video, that's what I was using as well. I do have some favourites. So I'm going to pick up the same shade again and just see, can I blend it? So I'm going to pat it in first, you know, pack on that colour, and then just swirl it. Again, I'm very aware I tend to not look at the camera when I'm doing this because I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't know, it's not giving me a lot of colour. I don't know how I feel about this. I feel a little let down. I had, by the way, primed and set my eyelids before this, so it should perform fairly okay, but I don't know. It's just not giving me an amazing colour payoff. And I'm all about a green palette. This is all I've wanted. I mean, if anyone has watched any of my videos, that is all I talk about is green eyeshadow. And I'm like, yes, green eyeshadow, green eyeshadow. I am still just packing this on. I'm trying to blend it. Oh, I don't know. It's not giving me much of a punch. Although it does look like I have been punched. It looks like I've that start of, you know, that yellowy, greeny, gross, kind of a black eye. I don't know. We'll see. So I'm going back in with the E34 Domed Utility to do the other eye. So we'll see how that goes. I don't know, I'm not happy so far, which kind of sucks because I was really looking forward to this. But I did also get the Paulina palette, which I know is an older Blush Tribe palette, but I know it has gotten some good reviews, so I'm like, maybe at least I'll have that. And they did send me some free pigments because of the delay of the order, so I'm like, maybe all is not lost. I don't know. I think this is going to have to be one of those ones that I try a few times to see how I feel about this. Because so far, I'm a little underwhelmed. I hate being underwhelmed. I'm again going to take that diffused crease and go in with the same shade. Because, you know, why not? Patting it in. Really trying to blend it. I'm sorry, I keep putting my mirror in front of me. Just tapping. Yeah, the colour payoff isn't fantastic. It's not what I would have... It's not what I'm here for. Like, I don't know how else to say it. Yeah, I'm going to take this diffused crease brush again and I'm going to go into the shade... what am I going to do? I'm going to go into the shade Bia. It's like that sort of a lime greeny... We'll see how this one goes. Okay. Pray for me. Just tapping it on. Not a lot of pigment on that one either, but I'm at least starting to get something. And yes, I am aware I'm putting it on with like a blending sort of brush, but it's still not giving me a lot. I should still be able to get some sort of a punch out of that. I don't know. I mean, I know the palette was only like $21.99 or something like that, but like that's still, you know, a lot of money. And look, I love Blush Tribe and I really like, the owner seems to be really, really nice. I don't know, I'm just not sold on this palette. This makes me a little bit sad. Although maybe I'm just being swayed by you know, those swatches and how underwhelming they were. And although mind you, this isn't performing great either. Just trying to blend it. It is blending, but that's because there's so little of it to actually blend. I don't know. I don't know. Having a weird couple of days. Slight existential crisis. Don't know what I'm doing with myself. Don't know where I'm going with my career. It's all very stressful and strange, and I'm not enjoying it. Just got a call for a job interview, so I'm desperate, you see, to get back to Ireland. Yes, I'm currently in Ireland, but I mean like working in Ireland, because I'm working in a university in the UK, and ideally I want to be back here. But I didn't get shortlisted for a job I really, really wanted, and they kind of gave me some BS excuses for it. Like they said that I didn't have something that I did have. That was very clearly written on my CV, and I don't know, I'm not happy. But there's a certain amount of nepotism that goes into these things as well. Okay, this is kind of coming out a little bit better, I think. At least there's no fallout that I can see. And they are blending nicely. I think I need a little bit more on this eye. I mean, I'm not very good at getting my eyes to match because, I mean, you know, I can't see what I'm doing. And I'm kind of like, they don't need to be twins. They can be sisters. Hell, they don't even have to be sisters. They can be cousins. As long as there's some sort of a family resemblance in there, we're doing okay. You know? We're doing okay. Yeah, I mean, I think that's okay. I'm not mad at that. I'm gonna take a small shading brush, the E55 eye shading, and I'm gonna go into the shade Asia, which is this sort of a yellow, because I want to. I feel like it. It's picking up well, but we'll see how it actually performs. Sorry, I keep forgetting about the camera. Struggling to get that to do things. I don't know. This isn't working great, is it? And like, you never normally have to go in with like a setting spray to a matte, because this is a matte. It's just not picking up well. Like, it's not. I'm trying to pat it onto the lid, like to stamp it onto the lid. It's not really working. Oh, I'm sad. Oh, I really wanted to love this. And they've all kind of, the colours have all kind of muddied out to be the same sort of colour. This doesn't look great. I'm not happy with this at all. I'm trying to pack it on. See, this is the thing. I start kind of going, oh, I hate it. And then I was like, oh, it looks okay. And now I'm like, oh, I don't know. Maybe I can pull it back. Not that I have any great eyeshadow skills. Because this is the thing. Like, most people who are using these are people like me who don't have amazing makeup skills. We're just like, okay, we are here with enthusiasm. Let's try this. But, oh, I don't know. Come on, colour. Come on, pigment, where are you? I'm gonna send out a search party for it because it's just not really turning up that well. It's a bit patchy as well. Yeah. I don't know, I'm really trying to bring this back from the brink, and it's very, very patchy, and I don't know, maybe I'm just in a negative mind frame. I'm just like, everything sucks, because I feel a little bit like everything sucks. I'm going to use the E40 taper blending brush, And look, I am seeing what I can do with this as I go. I'm going to use the shade Laila and Mariam. I'm going to put the two together, like dip in and out. Because that's what I feel like doing. Don't judge me. I think the two shades might work well-ish together. So I'm just going to put it on the outside of my eye. I was like putting a darker colour on the outside of my eye. Okay, this is looking a little bit better. Oh god, is this going to be like a roller coaster video of me going, I love it, I hate it, I love it, I hate it, I love it, I hate it. Oh, I'm not emotionally equipped for that right now. Come on. Hello, colour. Where are you? I don't know. I really want to like this because, you know, anything you spend your hard-earned money on, you're like, oh, I want this to work and I want this to be something that I'm happy with, but I'm not feeling wildly enthusiastic about this. I mean, it's starting to kind of come together, but I don't know. And like I said, I mean, I'm the sort of person, like, I don't have a huge amount, no, I can't say that I don't have a huge amount of experience with eyeshadow. I have a lot of eyeshadow. But I'm not a makeup artist. I'm not professionally trained, obviously. And if it's a case that only people who are professionally trained can get something good out of this, then I'm kind of like, that's a bit rubbish. That would make me a bit sad. I don't know. Blending, 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 always blending. I mean, it's kind of looking okay. But the colour payoff isn't what I thought it was going to be. Which, again, saddens me. Again, you heard my phone going off again and I'm like, oh, what's happening? Like I said, I literally got a call there about a job, but I must have misread the job application because I thought it was like a full-term post, but they're saying it's only for a year, and I'm like, oh god, what's the point in me giving up a full-time job for a one-year post, even if it is back in Ireland? I don't know. Like, I meant to have an interview on Thursday. I'm kind of wondering, should I go or not, or what's the story? Because, like, yes, I do want to work back in Ireland, but and like I said, I didn't even get shortlisted for a job I really, really wanted. And I'm honestly, like, super upset about that. I'm just kind of questioning where I'm going professionally with my life. So I'm like, is this a midlife crisis? Because I'm only 29. Does that mean I'm not going to live for much longer? But I don't know. And I know another girl, she didn't get it as well, and I really think she should have been shortlisted as well. So, like, I feel really bad for her as well. But I'm just trying to figure out now what direction to go in. Okay, this is actually, no, I'm happy with, I'm not happy, but I'm okay with how this is turning out so far. Is it every time I start talking and, like, just venting that I start to feel a bit better? I'll tell you my tale of woe, children, my tale of woe. And in fairness, do you know what? Here's the thing, I can't whinge, you know, like, I do not have it rough. Like, I have a job, granted it doesn't pay fantastically well, but I have a job, it's there. You know, I have family members who are generally in good health. I have fantastic friends. You know, I love them all dearly, so I can't have a whinge. Like, I can't go around going like, oh, my life is so rubbish. By the way, I picked up the shade Abia. Sorry, you had to look at my head there. That's how blind I am. The yellow, and I'm just kind of blending it with that. I'm just seeing, can I make anything out of it? But yeah, like, I can't really have a whinge too much because, like, at the end of the day, like, my life isn't awful. Like, I can't go around being all like, oh my god, you know, my life is so hard, going back into to the two green shades, which are Naila and Mariam. Really bad with names. The Kick Up. I'm getting a lot of kickback. Like, this is going to be a messy eyeshadow palette. Just try and blend these a little bit more. You know, I'm actually okay with this. It's turning out okay. Not the best, but it's okay. And under. So yeah, like, I feel a bit bad for like whinging and complaining, because I know of people who have like it far worse off than me. But you know, when it's like yourself, you're just like, oh, but I'm a special case. I'm a special sunflower. I don't know. So yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what I'm going to do in terms of the next step of my career. And do I even want to stay in the general branch of psychology that I'm in? Oh, I was scratching myself there. Do I want to stay in psychology? What do I want to do? You know, there's a thought of like, will I retrain and do a different degree in psychology? You know, clinical psychology, because I'm an applied behaviour analyst. I don't know. It's all a bit confusing. A bit confusing. But again, like I said, I don't have it rough. Like, I can't go around whinging and saying, you know, I've been hard done by. Although I feel like I have been. But you know what, as life goes, I don't have it that bad. So I need to just put on my big girl pants and just move on. Which kind of sucks, because I'm ready to throw myself a crying party. I'm taking the E30 pencil, and I'm going to go in with the shade, why not? Yeah, why not? I'm going to go in with the shade Malia and Sarah. And I'm going to mix the two of them together. So one is a shimmer, one is a matte, because, you know, why not? That's what we're doing today. That's what we're doing. And I'm just going to put it on the lower lash line. A little bit of fallout from this palette, but it's okay. It's not the worst. Yeah, okay. I mean, they're kind of blending out to look like the same colours as the rest, which I know can happen when you've like an eyeshadow palette that has a similar colour story, but I don't know. Where am I going with my life? Who knows? And now for the other eye. I went weirdly quiet. I was trying to think what I was going to do with the edge. I think I need a deeper corner, like a deeper colour out in the edge. So I'm going to take the E40 tapered brush again, and I'm going to go, excuse me. Oh, see, there's not a deeper cut. I'm going to go in with the colour Ayana and Naila, which I had already gone into. Mix the two together, and I'm going to try and put them on the outer corner. Just see will it kind of deepen it a bit more. No real change. And a lot of fallout. I think I was overly ambitious going in with foundation done first, but sure. Usually I can, which is annoying. But this is not the case here. I wish there was a deeper green here to help me kind of deepen that out. I don't know. I have a lot of feelings and they're not 100% positive. But again, it could just be me being a bit whingy. I'm gonna try again with the Naila and Mariam. Those two colours. and just see, can I deepen it a bit more? Because it's just looking really faint. There's just no real colour payoff. I'm just trying to very, very gently blend them. I see when you blend them, it almost like takes the colour off the lid. I don't know. I don't know. Look, I think that's as much as I can do with it. I'm going to put on some lashes, mascara, etc. Finish off the rest of my face. Clean up the fallout. I don't know if you can see it. And I'll be back in a little bit. And hopefully a little bit less dour. See you in a bit. Hello beautiful people, I am back. I struggled a bit with my lash on this eye. And I'm still not 100% certain who won. But I put the full face together and I think it looks okay. I'm just going to let you see what the actual eyes look like. Yes, I did try and do a winged liner. I'm not very good at it, but I did give it a good shot. I think the look is okay. It was tricky to get the pigment from it. You could even see in the swatches it wasn't swatching very well. That's not generally my experience with Blush Tribe. I will obviously use this a couple more times and try and figure out exactly what I think of it, but my general first impression was that I was a little bit underwhelmed. The kick up from the pan after one use, that was a lot, and it's not like I go in and dig around, but it's pretty immense. And I did use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like 8 of the shades, and I did really struggle to get anything that I was 100% happy with. I don't know if I would necessarily recommend buying it. I don't think it could really be used as a palette by itself, which I had hoped it could be, but the pigment just wasn't what I needed from it. Like even with primed and set eyelids, it just yeah. So my general thoughts is it's okay, and the money that you spend isn't bad. I think it's like £21.99 or £24.99, and you do get 12 shades. So that works out at being about £2 per eyeshadow, which is okay, but I'm not hugely convinced of the formula on this. I don't know if they deviated from their previous formulas. It's not what I would be used to in terms of Blush Tribe. If anyone else has this, feel free to let me know if I'm using it wrong or if there's anything that I need to know. Yeah, general marks out of 10 would be maybe a 5. Colour story is really interesting, but the execution leaves something to be desired. So that's it. That's my first impression of it. I hope you have a fabulous day and a fabulous week. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, do whatever you want to do, and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.